Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Too Legit 2020. As you can see, I am in the Escalade this morning. I had to run to the store and get a few things for my house, but I just wanted to touch bases on yesterday's video that today is the last day I will be riding with my stock radio. I just checked my order details from Amazon. That's why I always go through Amazon, and my stuff has shipped and it will be here tomorrow. Like I said, it's nothing fancy. It's just a cheap doubled in radio for now. I was so thirsty that I wanted to get rid of this, but usually it's either Pioneer, Sony, or Kenwood with me. That's the only three brands that I would use, but it's not even one of those brands, so that should tell you something. That should tell you how thirsty I am to get this old ass radio out of here. I mean, it does me some good, don't get me wrong, but it's time for it to come out. I gotta do something different. I can't keep it in any longer. I just told my big brother the other day, I said, man, I actually broke down and spent some money and got me a radio, because he have a double din in his car, and I was all jealous, like, dang, man, he getting double dins, and a few other people that I know getting double dins. So it's like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna spend the money, even though it was some of it was my bill money, but it's alright. I mean, like I said, it was cheap. It ain't like I went and spent no $200 to $300 on no radio. No, I ain't gonna do that now if I gotta pay my bills like that, because bills come first. But in this scenario, I said, what the hey, might as well go ahead and give me a little cheap something to put up in here. I am about to get it ready to get new carpet in here. I don't know if I do new carpet. I don't know. I've been thinking about it, but it has been on my mind. I don't know if I want to do the same color carpet. Yes, it is dirty right now. I haven't cleaned it out. It's still dirty. I ain't touched this vehicle. But I'm trying to think if I want to do new carpet or whatever the case is, because if you can see, my headliner is starting to come down, and then this right here, it's all coming down. So I'm gonna take that to a local shop around here and get that fixed. So I don't know if I want to keep the same color or change the color. I don't know. I do got big plans for this SUV. I know just by me saying it, it's not really going to help, but I am going to show. I mean, I even got sky high 0 gauge. Now, I ain't never, ever, ever spent money on a name brand amp kit before. Never. Out of all the years I have been into the music thing, and I've been doing this since I was 16, and I'm 29 now. I just turned 29 this year, so this will be the second 0 gauge amp kit that I have owned. I usually just get 4 gauge and be done with it, because 4 gauge, it fits perfect in my vehicles. I ain't gotta worry about trying to really stuff it and worry about it getting pinched and all the other good stuff. But I will do a scenario about the whole 0 gauge thing, because I got some 0 gauge that I used for one of my older vehicles from years ago, from about 7 years ago, and just to show you a difference. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I spent $35. That's how thirsty I was. I spent $35 on a 0 gauge amp kit, and it was working like it wasn't nothing. Even though it was CCA, it was working pretty good for me. It had worked pretty good for me. And I still got some of it now. I don't have it all, but I still have some of it right yet today. But I will do a comparison of it just to show, you know, what it is when I get home. I'm not really worried about it right now. Can't be too worried about it right now because I'm driving. But this was my reaction. So I'm sitting at home eating, door open. FedEx comes, drop a package off at my door. My daughter was like, "Dad, look, you got a box." I turned around and I looked and I knew exactly what it was. So then I went out there, I got it, I opened it up. I'm like, damn. When they said oversized, they meant it. Like, it was oversized. And I looked at my previous wire and I'm like, man, what the hell? Like, why didn't I do this a long time ago? And I was like, damn, really? So I said, with this build, I'm going everything name brand. I'm not cutting no corners. I'm not finna get no high performance subs and get like Hyphonic Brutus amps or something. You know, because that's what like everybody used to do. Get Hyphonics. Nope, not doing it this time. When I do it, I'm going to do it right, and I'm doing it by the book. Meaning, I'm not going to be thirsty and cut corners when I do this build. I'm installing all the wires myself. I'm thinking about running 2 alternators. I don't know. But it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a banger. When I get everything, and when I do say when I get everything, meaning because I still gotta get more wires, I gotta get the speakers, the box made, I gotta get all that. So once I get everything that is going into this build, that's when I'm gonna really put out more footage of that. Now I only showed y'all my wire yesterday because for the simple fact is to let everybody know, like, this is what's next. You know, I'm not playing around. I've actually spent the money for the M kit, and I'm proud of myself for actually doing that instead of trying to cut corners like I used to do. Because I used to be so thirsty, just want to have music in my car, didn't really care, you know, what wires or whatever the case was, as long as it was 4 years though. I couldn't have no small ass wires trying to run no heavy duty subs. We're gonna leave it at heavy duty subs. That's AKA subs mean business, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing everything by the book. You know, I told my mom's husband the same thing, and he told me straight up, he said, you know what, I'm gonna get a truck and I'm coming straight to you. And he told me he's not gonna go home until I get done with his shit, because I'm doing everything by the book. I'm not gonna be so thirsty and try to run 0 gauge and not do my electrical system and all the other good stuff. You gotta do everything. You can't just run 0 gauge and thinking that that's it. Nah, you gonna mess around and fuck something up. I know, I did it before. The vehicle that I previously used 0 gauge for, I didn't do the electrical system, and I fucked up my ground wire to my car. And my car was sitting at the club smoking. So I went in the club, came back the next day, and I got my car. You know, so, hey, stuff happens. But I said, I'm not gonna let it happen again. Now that I'm older and I'm wiser, I know what I'm doing. So, it is what it is. So that's what I'm on. So that's why I'm trying to keep my vehicle running, keep it going. You know, sorry if I'm just running my mouth a lot, but I feel that, you know, if I can get it all out, it'll help me with my next step and what I'm taking after I get all my wires. Because that's my plan now. Get my wires, get my batteries. That's my plan. I'm going to go ahead and run all my wires from RCAs. I do got the RCAs and the remote wire ran from the 0 gauge kit that I got now, the Sky High. I do got that ran already. Told y'all I'm not playing no games. I ain't playing no games, man. I'm letting it go. you know. So that's what it is with me, man. Just doing this build one day at a time, you know. So it is what it is. Ain't no shame in my game. No, I'm not competing with nobody. I'm not doing that. Now, in my younger days, I would have done that. But all these little youngins out here doing it, I let them do what they do. But I'm doing this for me. I've always talked about doing a big system, but I never done a big system. So I want to do it for the experience for me. I'm not doing it for no girls. I'm not doing it for these little young cats out here just to show them that I got the sickest and baddest system. Nah, I ain't doing that. Not for that. I'm doing this system for me. Me and me only. Because I already know what's going in here. I already know what's going in the car. I know. So I don't have to perpetrating bullshit around because I already know. I know how to put a system together. I know how to put a car together. I know I can put a car together just like that. So that's what I'm doing. But I also got a surprise though that I'm actually working on. It's more of a business thing, but we'll get into that later. Because we'll get into that later. That's a whole nother video coming live. But I got a whole lot of things that I'm trying to do for 2021. Like right now, I'm not in no rush to get my truck done. I'm not in no rush to put rims on my truck. I'm not in no rush to do that because, like I said, when I do it, I'm doing it by the book. I'm taking my time with it. I'm doing all my wiring and all of that stuff. I'm doing this. So that way, when it's all said and done, I can be like, yes, I did that system. I did that. Then everybody gonna be like, oh man, yeah, you did that? Yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, it sounds good, you know what I'm saying? Well, what you charge to hook my stuff over, whatever, what all do I need? You know, I feel better helping out somebody else than trying to do it for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Then instead of, you know what I'm saying, trying to act like I'm the sickest and the baddest around here, not trying to help nobody. I will always help the next person out. Anybody can come to me and ask me, well, what would you rather run? Now me, I will tell you this though. I will tell you this. I can tell you the size of the speaker, but I can't tell you the exact speaker. Now, I'm going with 15s in my Escalade. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna say how many, because it may be 2, it may be 4, or it may be 6. Who knows? I'm not gonna tell you how many. I'm just gonna wait until it's all said and done. I like to keep people on the edge of their seat. That's what I'm doing. Right now I'm just riding around, you know what I'm saying, doing this little video or whatever. I ain't even got the camera face to the street. I got it all alongside. Y'all see that? I know y'all probably laughing at me right now, but that's alright though. I get it together. I'm trying to record this video and drive at the same time, so it's a little hard for me to do so. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know. Hold on, I got something in my eye. Alright. But I'm just saying, that's what the plans is for me. I'm not trying to act like I'm the biggest, baddest dude walking around here. There's people out here that got, you know, better systems than I'm even planning on doing. So, it's like, it ain't about what you get. It's about how you hook that shit up. Anybody can hook a system up, but it takes a motherfucking genius to hook that shit up right, get the box to the right cubic feet, or whatever the case is. You know? Stuff like that. Now, I'm not gonna build my box. I ain't doing that. I don't got the time, and I don't got the patience. And I don't think it would come out right if I did it anyway, so I'm gonna get that professionally done. But all that wire running, yeah, that's me. That's me right there. Got my multimeter ready. Ready to get this shit cracking. But like I said, I ain't in no rush. But I'm sorry to keep blabbing off about this whole system of mine. I just wanted to give everybody an update, let them know that yes, I am here. Yes, I'm about to make some things happen. And yes, I'm all about reaching my goals. And that's this YouTube thing. This is something I want to do. I've been wanting to do. I just didn't have the courage to get on camera, if that makes sense. So, yep, that's what I'm on, people. But stay tuned. More videos coming soon. Your boy, Mr. Too Legit. Peace.